Hey everyone, this is Gem Jules, your dancing tarot reader. So, I dance, I tarot, that's what I do. And today, if you're joining me for the first time, yay, you found my video, yay. I'm very happy actually. So, today we are going to do soul mate. Who is your soul mate? Who is your soulmate? But before we get into who is your soulmate, we are going to talk about what is a soulmate. So what is a soulmate? What is a soulmate? I have my own perception of what I think a soulmate is, and I probably may differ from what a lot of people think a soulmate is. So I think most people think it's my Prince Charming and they're going to take me away and I'm going to fall in love forever, or Prince, Queen, Princess, or whoever is just, we're going to be together forever in love. No. Usually that's not life. Well, hopefully that's happened to you. Hopefully you got married and just were in love for the rest of your life and that was that. Hopefully. But I don't know many people who have or done, sadly. So if you have, or you have comments about that, put it down below. And also tell me what you think is a soulmate. I personally think a soulmate is many people, not many people, well, hold on. Not many people, but I feel like different people, several people will come into your life teaching you a lesson and having a connection with you. So I don't feel like there's just one soulmate. So I never thought of anybody as a soulmate. Have I? No. I've never told anybody they were my soulmate, and I don't feel like, I don't know. So I was curious. So the thing is, I had this whole curiosity of what exactly people think is a soulmate. And yeah, I want you to comment below. And I will check to see what Google says. So we're going to bring up Google on my iPad and see what a soulmate really means. And I don't know if you guys watched 90 Day Fiancé, but there was a whole thing with soulmate. Okay? So Google says a soulmate is someone that just gets you. It's a connection of minds, a mutual respect, and an unconditional love and totally understanding. It's about being yourself and knowing not only the person is following you and understanding, but is right there for you side by side. My sister is my soulmate. So sometimes your soulmate is not even romantic partner, right? So, I mean, I kind of did this reading, these 5 readings for soulmate romantically, but there were different things that came out, you know? So yes, I did the readings already, and now I'm doing my introduction, because that's a great thing about film. Yay! So yeah, so let's get to it. Oh, one other thing. Our soulmates will be together forever. Let's check. So let's see on Google. Do soulmates end up together? Soulmates are inspiration. The ones may not end up together, but do end up immortalized. In the material world, no. Big no. Like in capitals, no. In fact, it is not important if you are together or will be together. The most important thing is that you found your soulmate and you feel it. So that's according to Google, guys. I kind of agree. I don't feel like we're always together forever with our soulmates. Sometimes certain things happen. And if you check out those decks below, or not below, coming up, oh my God, I'm all confused here doing YouTube videos. Yeah, you'll see that some of them kind of you're together, you get married, others not so much. So right now, pick a deck and let's see what happens. Cool? Cool. So I want you to decide on which cards that you want to choose. So basically we have different cards that are mixed in. This is the first time mixing a whole bunch of cards together. I love it. And also there are little charms on each pack. So I want you to just, whatever you're drawn to immediately, I want you to choose that set. If you have a little bit more difficult time, I'll zoom in. So this is deck 1. This is deck 2. This is deck 3, deck 4, and deck 5. So you have a choice of 5 different decks, and I want you to choose one, and then I will mark it down in the below in the timestamp so you can choose that deck and see what it holds for you and your soulmate. Okay, so if you chose the first deck, we have a couple of charms here. So I see the seahorse and I see the purple stone. So we all know what the purple stone is, maybe. If you collect crystals, we know that this is an amethyst. So what I'm seeing with the charms here is I definitely feel like a good balance. So, you know, I'm almost getting the image of a beach, you know, the sand and the ocean and rocks, and they kind of go well together, even though they're very opposite from each other. So I feel like it's a good combination. I do feel like there's some type of beachy ocean type of thing going on because of the seahorse and the rock. So I don't know if you guys are going to end up retiring or moving, or you live somewhere, or you're going to meet somewhere by the ocean. But again, I feel like this is a good balance. It's like you guys equal each other. You're very different from each other. So that your soulmate is basically going to be somebody who's very different from you, but at the same time gives you what you need. It's like a balance. It's like the sun and the moon. So you're kind of opposite from each other, but it's like it makes for a good relationship. So this is what I'm seeing with the two charms, with the seahorse and the rock. Okay. So I have my medicine cards here that represent animals, and I feel like this is the best card because it's going to kind of give you the personality, the, you know, type of person that this person is going to be. Ooh, so I see a horse. So I see somebody, your soulmate is going to be somebody who is probably physically very good looking, at least to you. Usually horses are pretty, you know, they got it going on. They're fit, they're physical, they like to take care of themselves, but they work very hard. And sometimes they may take work a little bit more seriously, maybe too seriously. Maybe they're workaholics, maybe they like to work so much. But I definitely feel like a horse is somebody who's definitely dedicated, who will always kind of respect you, who work very hard for themselves, and who take care of themselves. I don't want to say they take care of themselves because I feel like they'll have a physical job. Okay, so somebody who's a horse will probably do a physical job, and they work very hard, and sometimes they overwork themselves. So this is kind of insight to your soulmate. All right, now let's flip the next card. Ooh, abundance. I also think because I see you guys kind of at the ocean, the nature, I definitely feel, I don't know if you guys have a likeness to nature. So I feel like you have a common theme between you guys. I don't know if you like taking trips, or you like being in nature, or you like having, you know, I don't want to say the luxuries of life, but kind of the simple pleasures of life. So I definitely feel like abundance, blossoming, lots of trips together, lots of nature walks together. I definitely feel that's as long as the person's not working, because the person works very hard. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's a nature feel here. And I do feel, we'll see the rest of the cards, I do feel like when you first meet, it's immediate attraction. Immediate attraction, and also it goes very well, like it goes very fast. Usually blossoming abundance, it happens quite fast, okay? Seven of Air. I do think that when you guys meet, that the timing might not be the best. So there's something that's happening here. Again, if this person is working very hard and has a lot of work on their plate, or a lot of stuff on their plate, because I feel like there's a lot of like outside influences. Maybe family members don't agree with you guys together, or, you know, outside people, friends, family, something's going on. There's like things going on around on the outside world that is making it hard for you guys to kind of come together or be smooth sailing when you guys are actually together with your soulmate. So you just, you know, the timing may not be the best when you guys first meet. Maybe it's going to be harder for you guys to get together. We're going to see what the other cards say for chakra. But I definitely, okay, so with this card, I definitely feel like there's a loyalty towards you, okay? So even though there's a lot of, maybe the timing's not right, maybe you guys haven't, you know, there's so many things outside that's kind of affecting your relationship that you can't get together, or maybe you're, you know, there's a lot of problems, a lot of family issues, a lot of people involved. I do also feel like this is a relationship a bit older. But this person the horse is dedicated. Okay, so they're willing to make things work. They're willing to, you know, do the extra mile, do the extra stuff for you, despite everything that's going on. Okay, let's see what else the cards have to say. Comfort. So definitely this person is going to give you, this person is going to be the comfort in your life. Okay. You know, some people think you have a soulmate and it's the end all be all and that's it, that's all. But actually a lot of people come into our lives and, you know, for different reasons, for different lessons. People sometimes don't realize that. But this person actually is, you know, they're so comforting. They always have the right thing to say to you. When you're stressed out, when you have things on your plate, it's like they know what to say. They know what to say. They know how to kind of like, you know, tame the lion, or, you know, and they're also always there for you. Okay, especially when you're hurting. And you know, you always know who the people are there for you when you're in time of need, or in time when, you know, it's not so great. So I definitely see at the beginning everything going really well, but I definitely see a lot of intrusion, a lot of outside people, a lot of outside influences that are making it very hard for you guys to be together. Okay, or it's just a lot of stress, a lot of problems. And like I said, the horse works really hard. So if the horse is working so hard, and maybe they have a business, or maybe they're just working so hard they don't have time for you, you are still in their hearts. And when you really see the person come in and really show how much they care is basically, you know, especially in a time of need. So sometimes you may doubt that this person cares or wants things to work out with you. But, you know, when you really need them, when you really ask for help, and the point is, don't be shy to ask for help. Okay, sometimes when we don't say anything, we assume things. We assume that the person is like supposed to know what we're feeling, how we're seeing things. That's not always the case. So it's like you need to reach out and you need to be open with your feelings with this person, because they don't always pick up on what's happening, because they're kind of like they're like a horse. They're like working hard. They're like on one direction and they may not see what's going on. Okay. I also feel like, again, I see the ocean and I see nature. So I don't know if you guys are going to meet through nature, or you're going to meet or just have a bond to do a lot of nature things. But I definitely see a lot of nature and water and oceans in this kind of in this layout. So I'm not sure if you're going to meet, like, I feel like hiking or traveling or something like that. But I definitely feel nature throughout this spread with your soulmate. So I definitely feel you should also trust your intuition. So when you meet someone and you feel like things are going too fast, you know, but it feels right and it feels good, then trust your intuition. Okay. All right. Again, I do possibly see this person is not from the same place that you're from. Okay. So I do feel that very possibly this is distance between you guys. So maybe you guys have met out somewhere and you're in two different countries or two different cities or something like that. But I definitely feel like it's hard for you guys to come together for some reason. And I do feel like traveling, distance, oceans, waters, kind of not worlds away, but a distance between you guys. So I'm not sure if you're going to meet this person. Well, I'm thinking you're going to meet this person, and the person is not from here. And this is based on these cards. They could be far away. And I do feel like there's going to be a lot of time that you're going to be alone before you end up with this person. Like, it's almost like you guys meet. Things go very fast, but then there's all this intrusion. There's all this like chaos kind of going around, if it's like whatever that is. But the person is still dedicated, and you have to make sure that you're open with your feelings. You communicate exactly how you feel, because keeping things locked up inside and not sharing that or not expressing that is gonna, like, the person doesn't know. Okay, the horse is just, like I said, in one gear, working hard, trying to go forward. And trust your intuition. You know, if certain things are telling you things, you know, usually your intuition is always correct. Usually, sometimes, some people's are. And again, I do feel like there will be a loneliness between the two of you guys, like this longingness for you guys to be together. I do want to actually choose one last card for this, and I think I'm going to choose the angel cards, just to kind of sum it up and see what's seeds well planted. Again, this kind of chaos, you know, a lot of chaos, a lot of things around, a lot of like interruptions, a lot of like things going on between the both of you, and some reason like it's hard for you guys to get together. But in your hearts and in your minds, it's like you are together. So you have to believe in that. Yeah, so that is your soulmate. So I hope that helps, guys. Again, you know, this is a general YouTube channel and YouTube video. So there's like how many millions of people in the world who could be watching this right now. And you know, if it relates to you, I would love if you made comments below. If it doesn't, well, you can always text me for a personal reading. It's always better that I do personal readings one-on-one with someone, because it gives a lot more accurate indications of things and a lot more answers. Okay, so I hope you liked it. Subscribe, click the bell, and we go on to deck number 2. So if you chose deck number 2, this is deck number 2, and the first thing that I see is a cross and a heart. So I definitely feel like you guys have a spiritual connection together, and you definitely love each other a lot. And I definitely feel some type of bond or marriage or connection together that will be over a span of a long time. Okay, so let's take a look at our animal card, the medicine cards. So like I said, the animal cards I feel like represent people and their personalities. So, ooh, you got a bear. So with a bear is somebody who is extremely very strong. So I feel like they're going to be more on the quieter aspect. So they're not somebody who's very loud and sociable, and they might be outgoing, but I just feel like they're more quiet than they are, you know, they talk a lot. So I definitely feel the bear is strong. It's also somebody who's very protective. So I feel like your soulmate is going to be very protective of their family, of you. They definitely, you know, their family is extremely important to them. But I do feel like this person is going to be hard to commit. Okay, so for some reason I'm getting the feeling like once they commit, they're 100%. But it's going to take a little bit to commit to that protection and family, and, you know, give them their 100%. So let's see what the cards have to say as well. Gifts from God. So I definitely am getting the feeling of a spiritual connection. Okay, so I don't know if you guys, again, you do not have to be religious to be spiritual. So, and you have the cross here in the heart. So there is a deep spiritual connection between you guys. You might have met each other in a past life, okay? And this is why you're connected together again in this life. So let's see what else is on the horizon. I feel like you guys have known each other for quite some time. Like past lives are kind of coming up again with this card. So I definitely feel like 2-3 times you have met each other before. So there's this spiritual connection. It's going to be one of those things that you're going to meet this person and you felt like you've known them forever. And you're like, oh my gosh, like, how did I just meet this person and I feel like, oh, I've known them for like my whole entire life. It's because you have a spiritual connection with them from past lives before. Okay, and this is very strong with the religious and the heart symbol and even gifts from God. It's like there's something that keeps bringing you back together in different lives. Okay, journey. I do feel that your soulmate may have come in, or will, or may, or have come into your life, but I feel like they're going to go away again. So I feel like they're going to come in, I feel like it's, you know, it's on, basically. All your relationship, it's like, woohoo, you know, everything's going well, things are great. You're like, oh, I feel like I've known this person forever, but I do feel like there's some kind of separation that kind of happens with this relationship. So it's like, there's some reason, like somebody works far or something happens. Let me see what else is here. Okay. I definitely also feel like you guys are going to meet through friends, okay, or the same community. Again, I see kind of religious things here, so I don't know if you're meeting each other through common interests, common, you know, at a church or somewhere. It doesn't have to be a church, but it could be through friends, through your community, through, it's just, I keep kind of seeing a kind of religious, spiritual feel throughout this deck. So definitely somebody who's like in your community you're going to definitely meet this person. Okay. Okay. Again, I feel like there's some type of isolation. So even though when you meet your soulmate, I don't know if it's just going to take a really long time for you guys to get together, or if it's just that you're going to get together and then you're going to separate. So you will be on your own. And it's almost like searching for this person and, you know, not finding them, and then hopefully there's a reconnection. I'm going to just pull the other two cards. Again, I feel like your soulmate is almost like came into your life, something happened that separated you guys, and then it's like you're wanting to get back with this person. This is what I'm feeling with this reading. So I do feel like other people are going to come into your lives almost after this, and then you're like, oh, but I met my soulmate, so why am I keep doing this? But it's just, it's kind of like a learning process. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's some type of like, you meet the person and there's a separation between you guys. You are going to have different relationships with two other people in particular, aside from your soulmate. And I want to pull one more card for this. I think I'm going to pull the energy cards. So I want to know, this person will always be the love of your life. Always. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys are going to end up together at the long run. I feel like this person, when they come into your life, there's something that's, you know, it's kind of like you both love each other, but there's outside some circumstances or something that kind of brings you and separates you, and you having relationships with other people, thinking it's okay, but then you're always coming back to this person because it is your soulmate. And sometimes, unfortunately, we're not always destined to be with our soulmates. I know that's kind of, you don't want to hear that. Most people don't want to hear that. They want the prince or the princess or the queen or the king to come in on their shining horse, and that's the end all be all of the relationship. But I'm getting the sense of this is that this is someone who's really in your life, but it's very difficult to be together for some reason. It's not saying what reasons, but definitely it's the love of your life. Okay, and maybe it's only at the end will you guys kind of come back together, but there's definitely, you meet this person, then there's like a separation, and you having a relationship with other people. So again, if this resides at all, I wish that you put some comments down below. Again, I'm doing YouTube videos for the general public, so this may not reside, or it may. I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate some feedback from you. That would be awesome. If you feel like this does not resonate, then you can always call me for a personal reading. All right, and we're going to move on to number 3. So if you chose deck number 3, this is deck number 3. So the first thing is that the charms are 2 keys together. So I definitely feel like your soulmate is going to be somebody who is very much like you. Okay, so these keys are very similar to each other, but I also feel like you balance each other. Okay, I do also get the feeling that it is hard to unlock your heart. So when somebody does, it's like they have your full heart, 100%. but it's not always that easy to unlock your heart. So somebody needs the key to it, basically. And I think it kind of goes both ways for your soulmate. So I do feel like this relationship we'll see what's in the cards as well, but I do feel like this relationship could be a little bit in your older years, okay? Very possible. Just because you kind of both are very set in your ways. You kind of know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, and this is where, and I feel like it's going to take some time for you guys to meet each other, but you're very, very similar, okay? But you guys make a good couple because you're quite equal and equally balanced. So let's see the animal card that pulls up for you. The dog. Oh, the dog. Okay. So this is somebody definitely who is going to be very, very loyal to you. You are going to be the end all be all for this person. As you know, dogs, you know, what do they say? Dog is a man's best friend. So basically, your companion and your soulmate is also pretty much your best friend, okay? And they will always be there. And they will be true to you, and they have a lot of integrity, okay? So they loyal, they love you, they'll be with you, they'll stick to you, they'll stick with you to the end, okay? So let's see what else is on the horizon. Six of Water. Actually, this is telling me that you guys may be childhood sweethearts. So I have a feeling that your soulmate has come in when you're younger, like even elementary school possibly. Elementary school, high school. I feel like you guys definitely have met. You may have not come together yet, okay? But I definitely feel like your soulmate is definitely resolving in childhood memories. Definitely. All right, let's see what else. Caring Connections. What an amazing card. This is an amazing card for soulmates. This is like great. Like wow. Wow factor. You have a dog. You have somebody who's very loyal, very caring, very well connected. Like this is ultimately great relationship. You know, this person is just there for you. 100%. And I'm speechless because it's just so great. Usually cards are not always that great, but these cards are fabulous. So your soulmate is somebody who super loves you, super cares for you. You guys love each other. It's like a romance movie here. All right, let's see what else is on the horizon. Oh my gosh, it only gets better. Door to Romance, guys. These are some of the best cards for a relationship, just saying. So you have the Door to Romance. This is ultimately a great relationship. I mean, everything is there. Love, respect, loyalty, a lot of things. I also feel like there's a lot of memories between you guys, a history, or you will make a history together. Possibly children, marriage, so on and so forth as well. Okay? Angel Therapy. You know, I'm getting the feeling that this person is being sent to you by your guardian angel. So your guardian angel protects you, and I just feel like this is what I'm feeling like. You know, your guardian angel is there for you, and it's being sent by your angels to make you happy and to be cared for and to be loved. Okay? Rising Above. This person is also going to make you, how would I say this? This person is also going to bring you up, okay? And what I mean by that is emotionally, somebody who's very positive can, you know, maybe there's something with you that you suffer from depression or anxiety, or you tend to be not motivated about things. I don't know, something, I mean, we all get this as well. But I just feel like this person is like your cheerleader in your corner. So if you're wanting to do something in life, if you're wanting to get serious about something, it's like they're always there to push you up, to pull you up. Even though you feel, you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing this, I don't want to do it, life sucks, blah, blah, blah. This person's going to be like, no, you know, you're beautiful, you're amazing. It's always there to bring you up and to pull you up out of kind of like the shit, basically. Okay, so they're always there to rise, push you into positive directions. So we have our last two cards. Okay, so now everything is great. Everything is fabulous, actually. Love, romance, angel sent. Again, I feel like you guys, if you haven't met by the way, if you haven't met in childhood or in high school or anything like that, it's possible that you can have children together, or it's also possibly that you feel like you're in high school when you're with this person. So it's like you feel like a child, you feel like a kid. It brings out your like aha side, you know, like fun side. The only downside with this relationship is that money may be of an issue. Okay, so maybe you guys are just having way too much fun, way too much sex, way too much love that you don't have time to make money. I don't know. But here it's just saying that you guys, you have to be cautious of money. Okay, so this is not exactly a relationship with lots of money coming out. So you have all the love, the support, the respect, children, if that's what you're wanting, emotional, loyalty, but money could be of an issue. So I'm just feeling kind of like money in, money out, money in, money out. So being very cautious with money, not having a lot of money, or being too frivolous with money. So, you know, because I think also the dog, he's kind of, I don't want to say irresponsible. I don't want to say that at all, but he, you know, money isn't his number one thing, okay? So I definitely feel that that could be an issue with you guys. So I will pull one more card, even though everything is so great. I will pull one of these cards just to kind of sum it up at the end. Awakening ancient wisdom. Deeper inner knowing is emerging with me. Okay, I'm also feeling with this card, again, cups is usually emotion, so being very happy. This person is going to make you happy, okay? I would just be really careful of trying to, you know, if you're type of person who kind of looks for somebody in a relationship for money, or you want security, this may come in front of you and you may say, no, this is not what I want. And this is, I want somebody who's more secure. I want somebody who has money, something like that. And you may miss all this for that. So you have to be careful of that, because this emotionally is really happiness. It's just being happy, you know, being fulfilled, being everything you could possibly want in your mind. Materialistically, that's not really what's happening as far as having all your materialistic needs met, but it definitely is worth, like, don't dog the dog. That's what I want to say. All right, so I hope this has helped you. I hope it gives you a little insight. If you feel this resonates, leave some comments below. I always want to hear from you guys. And yeah, and if you feel like it does not resonate, then you can always text me, give me a message, and we'll hook up a private reading together, online, WhatsApp, Skype, however you want. And obviously when I have the person's energy in front of me, things become a lot more accurate than just kind of doing a YouTube video. All right, so have a great day, keep strong. If you've picked the fourth deck, the fourth deck has two stones on top of them. So these two stones, I'm getting the feeling two people who are very stubborn, okay? So you are very set in your ways. The other person's very set in their ways. So sometimes you may not always, it's like everybody wants their way. That's what I'm seeing with these two stones. But you guys are a little similar together, but you have your differences, okay? So it's I still feel like yin yang here with these two stones. And I definitely feel like an older relationship. So I definitely feel like the soulmate is coming in your older years, Okay, so let's see what else is on the horizon. So let's see your animal card. Your animal card, I feel, represents people. So let's see what that says. The otter. Laugh at your antics. Okay, so the otter. So the otter, I feel, I'm just thinking on this card, so give me a moment. I feel like there's some type of mistrust, okay? So I don't like to start off as this is your soulmate, but it could be issues with you as well. So it could be that, you know, you've been in a lot of relationships where people have lied to you or done things to you, and you don't give a lot of trust to this person. And this person is not very open with their feelings, or they'll say one thing and kind of do another thing. So it's not always clear of their actions. And you're always like, what just happened? Huh? What? So I feel like, but it doesn't mean that they're not loyal or they're not with you or they're not, it's just like, I almost feel like tit for tat. Like they come, they go. They like their independence. Okay, so they like their space, they like their independence, they kind of like to go, but they'll come back. If they love you, well, it's your soulmate, so they'll come back to you, but just like give them space. That's what I'm seeing with this. And you have to kind of give trust. Let's see what else is in the cards. Simplifying your life. So, another thing that is kind of, this is showing me, is okay, don't take on all the work yourself. Okay, so in this relationship, I feel like you're going to kind of work very hard to make this relationship work, but it's like you don't really need to. Like I said, if you give the person their space and their independence, it's like they'll always come back to you. So if you're always trying to clean up the mess or trying to clean it up or trying to keep working at it, it's almost like, yes, you have to put work in to make a relationship work for sure, but you shouldn't be doing all the work. So sometimes it's like, just let it be. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? And I think you like to put a lot of things in your life as well. And this is maybe why the soulmate is good for you, because they'll give you your space too. And sometimes I think you need your space because you got a lot going on, okay? So let's see what else. Three of Cups. So, I definitely feel a lot of friends around. Again, I'm getting the sense of meeting this person through friends, through a party, possibly a wedding. I'm getting this like wedding feeling. You're meeting this person through a wedding. Some type of celebration, okay? So I feel like you guys will meet through a celebration, a wedding, a party, something along those lines, okay? I don't feel like you know this person now. I don't think so. I don't feel like there's another set of cards that I read where I feel like the person was from childhood, but I feel like this person will come into your life at a party. And this person's also very fun, okay? This is a fun person. So, and I think that's also why maybe there's a little bit mistrust, like, oh, this person's so fun, but can I trust this person? But let's see what else the cards have to say. Prosperity. I do feel also this person may be financially good or well off. One of you will. It's almost like you guys, again, the two stones have made it that I feel like this is a relationship that is later on in life, okay, in your older years. So I definitely feel like you guys have either earned your money or earned your wealth, both of you, and when you come together, it's like there's a lot of prosperity, there's a lot of money, there's a lot of like you guys building each other up. I don't even know if you're gonna have a business together or just kind of like hand-in-hand business, or you guys work together in a similar field. So it's like you bond together like on the outside materialistic world. Okay, so I definitely see money, prosperity. You make like a good team as far as materialistic. Okay, let's see what else. Five of Cups. I think, again, I think with this relationship, you're just gonna have to be careful with the trust, okay? because the Five of Cups means, again, I see money, I see fun, I see this person really adds joy into your life and makes you laugh, but it's almost like taking on so much work and being unhappy, and you know, you may be not feeling like they're giving you what you need, but this is your soulmate, the Sun. And you make, again, I'm almost feeling like if you guys have a work relationship together, I'm kind of seeing things a little bit more clearer here. If you guys have a work relationship or a business together, it's almost like you're putting in a lot more work than this person. And then this causes a lot of like heartache, sadness, disappointment, you know, not being very happy with this. So this could cause some problems in the relationship, okay? So I definitely feel like there's some type of prosperity, some type of, you know, business, definitely work. You're doing more work than the other person, okay? But if you guys get through this, so sometimes, you know, life is not all rainbows and unicorns, people. So we have problems, the shit hits the fan, you know, life has problems. But you need to get through it, okay? You can, and you need to get through it. And I think it's more on your side than their side, okay? So don't take things too personally, or just like know that these things will pass. Because the Sun, there is a happy outcome, okay? So I do see some kind of like issues, problems, work involved, and I think it's about standing up for yourself and setting your own boundaries, because I feel like with the Otter too, the Otter's like a little slippery, slidey, right? He can kind of like be a little bit manipulative. I can't say the word manipulative. So a little bit manipulative, and they want their way and they want their own way, but you need to kind of stand up for yourself. It's very important in this relationship. Okay. But you see, these are beautiful cards. So you have door to personal happiness, and you have door to spirit. So in this reading, I'm almost seeing, you know, I feel like with this relationship, it's almost like more issues, and sorry to say it, but kind of on your side. And I feel like it's mistrust. It's like past relationships that have kind of, you know, set in your mind, like this is how it's going to be and this is what's going to happen again. But you can't think like that, okay? Because not everybody's the same. And especially the Otter, like I said, he's a little bit like, you know, in, out, here, there. And it's almost like you have to give them space. You really do. But if you do all that, you definitely have the door to personal happiness and healing, and door to spirit. So definitely I feel like there will be, and I almost feel like it's a second marriage though, second, even third marriage. So I definitely feel like if you guys get through this, and hopefully you will, there is definitely a marriage, but again, I feel like it's a second or third marriage. I don't feel like this is a first marriage. And because of the stones, I definitely feel like this is a relationship older on in years. This is not like high school, 20s. I definitely feel like possibly, and like late 40s, 50s maybe. So yeah, so you can't let those past relationships kind of like hinder you for this great relationship with your soulmate. And there will be problems. There's problems with everybody, guys. So yeah, so I hope that helped. I don't know if it makes sense to you. The future is always coming on the horizon. So I would love to hear from you guys. If you want to leave some comments below, if you want to ask me some questions about things, go for it. And if you feel like it does not resonate with you, then you can always message me for a personal reading, and we can definitely find out who your soulmate is. And you know, people's energies on the cards are so important as well. So I hope it helped. Subscribe, and click the bell down below, guys. So for some more readings with Gem Jewels. Woohoo! Guys, if you chose deck number 5, this is deck number 5. So basically with the charms, I see a ring and I see a shoe. So I'm feeling like you are having the power in this relationship, okay? So I do feel like there is marriage together, a bond. Usually when you see a ring, there's a bond and it's full of hearts. So definitely there's a lot of love, but I feel like you just have to be careful of kind of like walking all over the person, if that's what I want to say. But let's see what else the cards have to say. So my first card is the medicine card. These are animal cards. So I always feel like whenever, I don't actually use them very often. When I first started doing tarot, I did. But I feel like animals represent people in their character, in how they are. So let's see what animal card has popped up. Ooh, the snake. So don't be scared, guys. The snake popped up. So now, the reason why the snake, now don't think the snake is like, oh no, my soulmate is a snake. The person's gonna lie to me, cheat on me. No, that's not the case. The snake does shed the skin, okay? So I feel like this person does like a lot of change, okay? So I feel like this person does like a lot of change. And I do feel like with a snake, you know, they kind of have a bad reputation. So possibly this person is kind of like the bad boy or the bad girl or something like that. And you're like, oh, I don't want to date this person. But actually inside, they actually have a heart of gold, okay? But I feel like you need to kind of like not look on the outside. So I'm getting this kind of superficial, you know, don't be superficial. You know, maybe when you first meet this person, they have a bad reputation or people gossip about them, and you know, maybe they drive a motorcycle and wear leather things. You're like, ooh, that's a bad person. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I feel like this person has a heart of gold. Okay, so they actually are kind of tough on the outside, but super sensitive on the inside. Okay, they can also be very family oriented. But I think it's just going to take them a long time to kind of commit to something. So this is actually your soul mate, okay? The reason why we have soulmates is because there are lessons in life, people from the past, and this is supposedly who we are supposed to be with. And I do believe that there are more than one soulmates. So we'll see what else has in the cards for you. Again, I'm feeling like a simple life, okay? I don't know if you guys are also gonna, I don't know why Arizona, maybe because of the snake, but I'm feeling like desert, Arizona, but I feel like desert and beach combined together. So I don't think Arizona has beach, but I'm getting the feeling like you meeting on a safari or in a desert or something to do with deserts. And I feel like simple life, simple. So maybe camping, bonding with nature, something along those lines. Let's see what the other cards have. Strength. Okay. So with this relationship, I definitely feel like there has to be some type of strength for this to work out. Okay. I want to pull more cards. Okay. So these cards are interesting cards for a soulmate. I feel like your soulmate is going to teach you a lesson, basically, in life, which is probably not what you want to hear, because you're like, I don't want to learn a lesson. I just want to be in love. But I do feel like there's somebody who's testing you. Your soulmate is somebody who's going to be testing you. So, you know, you want to keep it simple. You want to just meet your soulmate, be in love, and that's it, and that's all. But there are a lot of strength that's going to be needed for this relationship to work out, okay? Because I feel like somebody has a lot more power than the other, to be honest with you. This is kind of what I'm seeing with that little, it's like walking on somebody, okay? So I do feel like it's a power exchange kind of relationship, okay? And I'm not sure if you guys will be forever together. I'm sorry, don't shut me off right now. Keep listening, guys. Again, we have many different soulmates, so, but I definitely feel like this is going to be a tough relationship. It's like you need the strength to get through. there's a lot of trials and things going on, and you may walk away from the relationship because you're just like, I've had it. Okay. Again, I'm getting this feeling desertness, desert. You know, the person there's some type of desert or dryness or something. Let me see what other cards are coming up. Attachment. All right. I think this is kind of like your soulmate that's coming into your life is not what your expectations are, for sure. Okay. Your soulmate that's coming in is here to teach you a lesson. Okay. It's here to teach you a lesson. It's here to kind of give you trials, to make you stronger. And again, I feel like, you know, there's this choice to walk away or not. And it's almost like seeing something what it's not. Okay. It's like illusion, like the mirage in the desert. So maybe you have some expectations that you want from your soulmate, and you're actually missing your soulmate because you're looking at something else. That's kind of what I'm also feeling. Again, you have a lot of 5s in this. You're gonna need to work this out. You have 5s in the cards, so that means there's a lot of trials and tribulations. Okay, there's a lot of unbalances between you guys. This is where you need the strength for things to work out on both your sides, both of you. Okay. It's also telling you it's okay to be on your own. I'm sure you didn't tap into this tarot reading for me to tell you you're going to be on your own. I'm sure you did not. So don't click me off yet. But there's nothing wrong with sometimes, you know, maybe your soulmate's coming in. You're so in love with this person, but for some reason the person is not treating you. You know, I'm feeling this codependency kind of relationship. So, you know, it's here to teach you a lesson. It's here, but your expectations of what it is and what it is really is kind of not the same, you know? Maybe also I'm kind of getting the feeling of an illusion of your soulmate. So what I mean by that is you may be trapped in a relationship right now that may be resembling to this, and you're never going to find your soulmate because you're trapped with this person who you think is your soulmate. This is kind of what I'm feeling, because I just feel like attachment, entrapment. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of strength to get through this relationship. And again, soulmates come in different packages. It's not just one soulmate. I don't believe that. But definitely, I just feel there's some type of entrapment, some type of trials, tribulations, desert. And I feel like if you are in this presently, then maybe you need to get out of it so you can move on to find better things. So, and if you are having a hard time with this, again, it's telling you creative writing. So have a creative outlet. Try to do something to get your feelings out, because maybe you feel frustrated inside and you're not expressing or don't know how to express yourself in this relationship because, you know, so I'm getting the feeling you may be in this type of relationship right now. So, and you're not very happy. This is kind of what I'm feeling. So guys, let me know. It's not the most positive out of the 5, I'm going to be honest, but I tell you what the cards say and what I see in the cards. And guys, there's a lot of 5s, there's a lot of attachments, walking away, needing strength. Yeah, so if you find yourself in a relationship like this, it's very possible there's a lesson you need to learn, okay? And I do feel like there's some type of power exchange, even from the charms. I didn't kind of want to start off like that because I was like, oh, let's start off positive. But I definitely feel like somebody kind of stomping, having power, having control, and the person, and like a cycle, okay? But there's a bond. There's definitely a bond between you guys, but it's almost like a cycle that just kind of continues. And yeah. So anyways, if you have comments, if you feel this relates to you, I'd appreciate your opinion. let me know. If it does not resonate to you, then you can always message me and we can always do a private reading, me and you together, because always it's important for the person's energy on the cards. So it gives for accurate answers, more clear things going on, and then you can find out who your soulmate is. Woohoo! All right, guys, so subscribe, click the bell. I know that wasn't the best reading for most positive, but maybe it's what's going on right now. Who knows? I don't know. You're on the other side, so let me know. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, well, it's the future. So you don't know what's happening in the future. So if you feel like you want more information, then you can always message me. So it's one-on-one with me and you for a tarot reading together. So yeah, you could just message me and we will set up one for you and we can find out way more information, because obviously it's a lot more personal when I'm just with you, not with everybody. So subscribe. I got more videos coming up. If you have an idea of a tarot reading you want me to do, then put it in the comments below, because I really appreciate your feedback, guys, and what you want to see, what you want to hear, what kind of tarot, what kind of dancing. Cool. All right. See you next time. Mwah. Gem